Hello, my name is Lauren Martin, and I'm a human geographer in the geography department at Durham University. I'm the program director for top master's programs in our department, and I'm just going to introduce and give you an overview of our programs today. We have three programs in our department: the Climate Risk and Society, Environmental Hazards and Risk, and Risk, Security, and Politics. We offer an MA and MSc in Climate Risk and Society, and an MA and MSc in Environmental Hazards and Risk, and an MA in Risk, Security, and Politics. So I'm just going to talk you through those programs and some of the strengths and weaknesses, and give you a bit of information about why you might want to come and do your degree at Durham University and in our department. So we offer interdisciplinary expertise, cutting-edge research and teaching, and those two together help you build your knowledge and skills to tackle our global challenges. In terms of interdisciplinary expertise, we offer core knowledge in the three streams. And in particular, we deliver interdisciplinary expertise by team teaching and bringing together our human geographers and physical geographers to teach concepts and topics that cut across social and physical sciences. So as I'm sure you can imagine, climate, hazards, and security cut across a number of different disciplines, and our programs give you an opportunity to develop interdisciplinary expertise in those fields. Our alumni go on to work in environmental consulting, they work in the humanitarian sector, they work in government, and across all of those fields, they've told us that that interdisciplinary training is a huge benefit to them, and it's something that employers look for. And not only does it allow them to speak to a lot of different audiences in their work, but it allows them to move and keep learning in the jobs that they take on, so they can move within a company or between agencies and government because they have a really sought-after skill set. And they're flexible, they can think creatively across disciplinary boundaries in ways that the world is really demanding right now. So one of the things that our department is able to give to you as students on our top master's programs is access to cutting edge research. And we do that in a number of ways across the programs. First and foremost, you will be members of our thriving research culture. We invite all of our top master students and our PhD students and research master students to participate in our seminar series, in workshops. When we have distinguished international visitors, you are warmly welcomed and heartily encouraged to participate and attend. This is, we think, a really important part of your education. On the human geography side, we have 4 research clusters, and these bring together our strengths as a department. We have a research cluster in economy and culture, geographies of life, urban worlds, and politics, state, space. So our top master's programs in climate risk and society, environmental hazards and risk, and risk, security, and politics draw from all 4 of those research clusters in different ways. So our staff are really active, very research active, and they bring that cutting edge research into their teaching. On the physical geography side, we have sea level, ice, and climate, hazards and surface change, and catchments and rivers. So you can see that those themes are also very present in our program titles. So we draw expertise from all 3 of those research clusters as well and bring that directly into our teaching. We have a couple of modules where we team teach and draw our teaching staff from across human and physical geography. All of our master's students take Understanding Risk and Risk Frontiers. Understanding Risk introduces you to the fundamentals of risk analysis, thinking through risk, and governing through risk. So the first term is taught by a physical geographer who introduces you to the basics of risk science through physical sciences. Term 2 is taught by a human geographer who does the same for social sciences. So this means that whether you're getting an MA or an MSc, you're introduced to the core fundamentals of thinking through global challenges in terms of risks and resilience and mitigation and adaptation from both physical and social sciences. This gives you a really strong grounding in interdisciplinary approaches to those fields. Risk Frontiers is set up a little bit differently. It's a 15-credit course that is taught through seminars. So we work really closely in the Department of Geography with the Institute for Hazards, Risk, and Resilience. And they help us organize and draw from their global network of practitioners and scholars to bring, again, cutting edge research from across a number of different disciplines and introduce it to you. So as students in our programs, you'll be invited to the seminar, and then you get a closed door session with our external speakers. And the ability to ask them questions and to learn more about their fields. And this is really helpful also for networking and exposing you to careers that you might want to take up after your degree. For our Climate Risk and Society students, our Climate Risk and Society module, which is the core specialized module for that stream, is also taught by human and physical geographers. So rather than teaching in blocks of physical and human geography, we've organized this module around some core concepts. So we think about tipping points from both social science and physical science perspective. That term has different meanings in different disciplines. And so we are trying to get you to think about complex problems from different perspectives. We think about adaptation and mitigation from both social science and physical science perspectives. And we think about vulnerability from both social science and physical science perspectives. We are constantly looking at what's going on in the world, policy innovations, debates at COP26, 27, 28, and so on, and drawing in new concepts into that module as and when we need to make sure that that module is speaking to current debates. A lot of our prospective students are curious about the kinds of dissertations that our students do, and they want to know more about the research project that is really the capstone of your Top Masters program. So I've listed a few of the titles here for our MA students and our MSc students. So this just gives you a sampling of the diversity of different projects that our students do. So if you're interested in climate risk and society, environmental hazards and risk, or risk, security, and politics, you can get a flavoring of the kinds of projects our students have done that fit into each of those streams. For the research dissertation, our students will meet with supervisors one-on-one for around 10 hours of one-on-one supervision. This is specifically tailored to your interest and your skills training. You work with the supervisor to develop the topic, figure out the right size and scope, choose methods, develop your research questions, and then plan and execute an independent research project. So it's a fantastic, very much student-led and staff-supported process where you get to decide what you want to work on, and then we provide the staff support to allow you to do that. On the vocational project, it works a little bit differently, and this is, again, one of the real strengths of our programs. The vocational project is organized between ourselves and a vocational partner. We have a number of working relationships with some of the companies that you can see here and organizations. Students have also worked to set up their own vocational projects in the past. So if you have something in mind or you have an existing relationship, maybe with an organization or a government agency or a firm in your country, if you're an international student joining us from abroad, or if you want to develop that relationship and you're a UK home student, this is a great way of doing that. So the vocational project is organized between ourselves and a vocational partner, a non-academic organization of some kind, around a research project or a research question that they have. So they need a piece of work done. We have fantastic, talented students to do research with them, and we work together to craft the project that kind of meets everyone's needs. During that vocational project, you'll be fully supported, as in the research dissertation, by a staff supervisor who, again, will meet with you up to 10 hours to support the project. They can also liaise with you and work with the partner, again, managing expectations about what's possible in the time frame and ensuring that you have all the support that you need from the vocational partner as well. So students have really loved this, especially those who are quite clear about what they want to do afterwards, or they want to develop a skill set in a particular area, or are just really driven by practice-oriented research. This gives them the opportunity to experiment with that and to gain some experience during the Top Masters itself. So the slide here shows you a selection of projects that our students have done. Again, it gives you a flavor of the kinds of projects that students have completed on our climate risk in society, environmental hazards and risk security and politics programs.